Hello, it is Jake Levine and CJ Ambrose here tonight in the same building we were in 6 days ago. Alright, we'll get CJ to talk in a minute. He'll introduce this. Alright, just... Awesome, yeah, we fixed it. Hold on for CJ's intro, please.
Hello and welcome back to Council Rock. I'm CJ Ambrose along with my partner Jake Levine as the 4-2 Upper Dublin Cardinals look to continue their momentum, winning their last 3 in a row against the Council Rock South Hawks, who also have a lot of momentum right now, winning their last 3 in a row. The Hawks come into this game 5-1, the Cardinals 4-2. They've been led by Shine Roberts this year, who has an incredible 8.5 yards per carry. The numbers, although slightly inflated from that 300-yard game, still very impressive nonetheless.
Yeah, and Upper Dublin, they've really rid this win streak. They've kind of come into conference play here, found their stride. They're 4-2 on a 10-game season. They're back in this building that obviously they won in last week. This is a totally different environment, not just because the field conditions are better and because we're not dealing with the rain that really clouded a lot of the first half, but just because this is a much better football team, quite frankly, that they're playing. This Council Rock South program is the winning program of these two. They share this venue, but Council Rock South definitely the better team. They've got the better quarterback. This is a 5-1, 3-0 team in conference play. This should be a very fun football game as Upper Dublin is really playing a team on their level in their conference for the first time this season.
Upper Dublin's Matt Miller to kick off. He's been very successful over the last few weeks, getting a lot of touchbacks. He also scored the first few points for Upper Dublin, taking Upper Dublin to a 3-0 lead at the end of the first half last week. I'm a little under the weather, so I might sound a little raspy, but I'm doing my best as the kick is off. And here come the Golden Hawks. They're just going to take the touchback in the end zone. So here we go. Jake, can you give us a little bit of a look into this Golden Hawks football team?
Yeah, so this is a team that is not afraid to win ugly, right? They win games by 3 points, 7 points, 10 points. They have rid this 5-1 record not on dominant performances, but on really just kind of sucking the life out of the teams they play against. They play a ball control offense. There's going to be a lot of runs. They don't score too much, but you know what? They don't have to. Their defense is able to be rested when they're on the field, and they play complementary football better than anyone in the Continental Conference.
Here we go on first down. Man in motion. He's going to be the fullback. Snap. Run right up the middle. Still going now up the middle. And it's going to be a short gain around 2 yards on carry.
Yep, and Council Rock South already trying to establish the tone early. They're going to try and run the football. They're going to try and drain a little bit of clock here, come up with some points. This is how they win a lot of their games. A very conventional pro-style offense. Very, very simple offense. There's a lot going on, but at the end of the day, it's running the football. It's the short passing game. It's getting into field goal range, getting the touchdowns, and controlling the clock. Complementary football at its best.
Second down, once again, pistol strong formation for Council Rock.
2
Snap. It's going to be a play action. Looking, scrambling now. There's a lot of green field. Has the first down and drifts out of bounds.
Yeah, really nice piece there by the quarterback. He was able to escape the pressure out to his left. Really realizes that there's just nobody downfield, tucks it down and picks up what he can and ends up with a first down for his efforts. That's a really nice play there.
Quarterback is number 22. That is Chase Ennis. Ennis also the punter on this team. He's a dual threat quarterback. We have stats through the first 2 games of the season. He's gone 23 of 36 for 334 yards and 4 passing touchdowns. Also adding 43 yards on the ground in 10 carries. It's going to be another run here, right up the middle. Falling forward, gaining about 4.
Yeah, nice little run there on base downs. Upper Dublin, really one of the best teams in the Continental Conference at stopping the ball on base downs. You run it straight at them, they have really just taken advantage of teams all year. They put teams in 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8 quickly. If Council Rock South can establish the run, Upper Dublin's defensive identity starts to fold a little bit. So this is definitely an important drive for Council Rock South to really establish themselves.
As we just said, only have stats through the first 2 games. 1 wide receiver to the bottom of your screen. It's going to be a run right up the middle. Falling forward and gaining a solid amount of yards, making it a 3rd and manageable.
Yep, still trying to establish themselves on the ground, put themselves in a 3rd and short situation. Great atmosphere tonight. We've got a pink out here at Council Rock, their first game in October of the season. Breast cancer awareness, pink accessories, pink all over this building. Really a great atmosphere tonight. Much more lively than it was 6 days ago for the 1-4 club. This 5-1 club getting a little bit more fanfare.
First 3rd down of the game. You have to assume it would be 4th down territory. It's going to be another carry right up the gut. First down, Council Rock South.
Yeah, they weren't even thinking about 4th down territory. They said, we're going to run the ball 3 times, and we're going to pick up 10 yards doing it. If you could consistently say that in a football game, yeah, we're going to line up mano-a-mano, hat count on hat count, and run the ball 3 times to get 10 yards, you are going to win a lot of football games at any level of the sport you play.
First down here on the 46-yard line of their own territory, but Council Rock South has been moving the ball very efficiently so far. 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Pistol strong formation, 2 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen. Upper Dublin showing off coverage. Shine Roberts lined up at edge. It's going to be a pass. Pressure coming. Ennis evades. Still coming after him and brought down for a lost sack for the Upper Dublin Cardinals.
Yeah, and the pass coverage just was really where it needed to be for Upper Dublin. Ennis drops back, but there's really no one there. Roberts comes off the edge. The pocket kind of collapses in on him from the outside. He does not step up. He just doesn't step up in the pocket to try and create time, and the pass rush gets home. That's a huge sack on first down. Make it 2nd in a while.
I believe that was Ronald Shepard, the defensive back, who brought the pressure. So Coach Pring and Upper Dublin dialing the blitz. Sorry, Coach Wall, the defensive coordinator. So the 1st, 2nd, and long situation, we'll see how the Hawks respond. Drop back. Pass, it's going to be short, and it's going to be out of bounds. Eric Berman on the tackle, 3rd and long for Council Rock South.
Yeah, it's just a little in and outs concept there. Tries to pick up some yardage, but making it 3rd and manageable here. Nice job there. Gets it to the sidelines, finds the open man. Eric Berman makes a solid tackle, but I think if you're a Council Rock fan, that's exactly what you're looking for. Just get some yardage back there, make it 3rd and reasonable.
3rd and 14 to go, at least that's what it says on the board. Ennis in the shotgun. He drops back. It's going to be a quick screen, and it is fumbled, not really able to catch it. 4th down.
Yeah, just not a great look
Probably
there.
not the best terminology to say fumbled there.
Yeah, it was not a fumble. Just not really there. The screen pass did not materialize. Upper Dublin was in man-to-man defense, not exactly what you're looking for. And there was just no effective pick. They were able to come up and make a good tackle. 4th down there, Upper Dublin looked a little shaky, but they're going to get off the field. Probably going to get the ball in okay field position while they're at it.
The Cards shaken but not stirred. They make a 3rd down stop.
Really brought on by that sack on first.
Where they made it a 2nd down and advantage for the defense. We're able to hold them on 2nd down. Then you get 3rd and super long, and suddenly it's a tough situation. High snap, and it's corrals it. Almost blocked by Shepard. Back to return is Colbrenner. Ball is going to bounce out of bounds. Upper Dublin is going to get it. Quarterback Kevin Etkin, he's been very solid in his role this year for Upper Dublin, but it's been the running game that has led it for the Cardinals. It's a three-headed monster. It's Shine Roberts, who, like we said earlier, averages 8.5 yards per carry. Then behind him, the explosive number 24, Ronald Shepard, and then the truck, Martin Campbell. He adds the power. And don't forget about Dominic Paone, too, as another running option.
Yeah, and Upper Dublin is not afraid to really lean into that running back out of the committee. You're probably going to get Roberts on this first drive. As this game goes on, Shepard will be getting the majority of carries on some possessions. Juju Campbell, if they're up and they're trying to ball control, he may get some touches also.
Shepard, the lone halfback. 4 wide receivers stacked up against each other. It's going to be a quick screen on the reception. Nate Cairns, he's going to get brought down immediately.
Yeah, and the little bunch formation there, just trying to create the pick to create space. Cairns able to carry it, but good job by the Hawk defense, able to snuff it out and stop short there for a short game.
You also see the Cardinals line up Chris Colbrenner, number 4 at running back. He's really the do-it-all player on this team. Plays defensive backs. He'll play a little corner, a little safety, Mike linebacker.
He'll return
He's
punts.
also the punt and kick returner, as well as a wide receiver and sometimes, like we said, a running back.
A real throwback football player is how I would describe him in the end. He can punt, pass, catch, run, all the things he can do on a football field. He really is capable.
Second down. Etkin wants a screen. He's going to take it himself. He now rolls out and is sacked for a loss.
Yeah, just nothing really there for Etkin downfield. It was good man-to-man coverage there by the Hawks. Upper Dublin with their speed on the outside, just not able to create anything. Etkin ends up having to eat it.
Loss of 9 on the play. It's 3rd and very long. Ball is in the red zone of Upper Dublin, not where you want to be when you're on offense.
No.
I believe that's Martin Campbell in the backfield. Etkin takes a snap. They're just going to run it up the middle and brought down for a loss, or for a short gain. And it's going to bring up a 4th and a country mile.
Yeah, really nothing there for Upper Dublin, just trying to get what they can and get off the field. Two drives, 2 punts to start this one, really both buoyed by sacks, as Matt Miller is going to be out to punt this thing.
Not a big Upper Dublin fan show out tonight. Obviously a school night, Thursday. It's because there's a Council Rock North home game here tomorrow, so 2 home games, same venue. You got to put one of them on a Thursday, one on a Friday, or do one of those weird Saturday morning games, although you can't do that this week because of the Jewish holiday. It's going to be a line drive punt, gets an Upper Dublin bounce, bobbled around a little bit, now bringing it back and right down around the 50.
Yep.
Sorry for the bad camera work there.
Bad camera work. Well, Council Rock will start at the 50 when we come back. 5 to play in this first quarter. 2 punts to start.
Here we go, first down, and it's the quarterback. Might have been an illegal procedure there, not going to get called. It's going to be a run here. Ball is out. I believe the running back was down by contact, and Council Rock South is going to retain it nonetheless.
Yep, nice job stopping the run there by
now,
Upper Dublin.
This is big, though. The officials say that it was not out by the ground, so Council Rock South, although they do retain possession, they're going to lose 2-3 yards there.
Yeah, that's a big difference right there because the ball did fall back. And it's only going to end up going down as a 1-yard carry. I was going to say Upper Dublin held them to about 3, going to lose 2 on the fumble. 2nd and 9 here in the pistol strong.
And it's once again hands off right at the middle, bouncing it to the outside. It's going to be a solid carry, bringing up a 3rd and short in Upper Dublin territory.
Yeah, and the left tackle and the wide receiver for the Hawks are really able to just set the corner and let him give him space to bounce it out to the outside. I know our camera really is not in a great position for me to show that, but really nice job there bouncing it out as a quick 3rd down. I don't think he got it.
I don't think he got it either, doing the little brotherly shove type play there.
I don't know what that was. It was a QB sneak with some. Yeah, he did not get it. Upper Dublin's defensive line.
I mean, that was a third down intending to have a fourth down, though.
Yeah, I mean, you have seen this play a little more at the NFL level.
I was not even,
Yeah.
they just hustled back up to the line. I wasn't necessarily ready for the play. It's a little bit of a, I guess, indictment on me there.
Yeah. You've seen that play more at the NFL level. I don't think it's great play design. I think Jalen Hurts, because of his frame, who's kind of popularized the play, has made it very good. Other quarterbacks just don't do it in the same way. I think it's something
Now
we've
going
seen
to
at
the
the NFL
gun.
level.
4th down and 2. Big play here for the early complexion of the game. It's going to be a quarterback power. He's running, and I believe he has first down yardage.
Yeah, so there was
the chain.
There was definitely an option there to toss it out.
Yeah,
to
a
the
little speed
tailback.
option.
A little bit of an option situation there. Gets that defensive end just for an extra second, and that's ended up going to be the difference between picking up a yard and picking up the requisite 2 yards to move the sticks.
Ennis gets the play call from the head coach. Like Upper Dublin, Council Rock's out. They get the play calls directly from the head coach. No need for the headset. Ennis moves his fullback around a little bit. It's going to be a carry right up the gut. Upper Dublin initially stuffs it, but a little bit of push there by the end. It's going to make it a solid carry on first.
Yeah, nice job there by the right guard and the right tackle, able to create some space in the B gap. Upper Dublin's linebackers come up and stop it where it is, but it's ended up to be a nice 3-yard pickup there, and they have shown an ability, as I kind of said at the beginning, if they could run the ball on base downs against this defensive line, they're going to hold the ball a long time tonight.
That's a good point. 2nd down here now. Going to be in the shotgun. Ennis with a little bit of a limp there, it looks like. Now moving the tight end into the fullback position. Roberts going to go with him. It's going to be a pass, out route, caught and brought down close to the first down marker.
Yeah, it's going to depend on the spot. Nice little out route there. Not getting out of bounds. Momentum's going to bring him down. And it's not a very generous one. It's going to be 3rd down. Not a very generous spot. It's going to be 3rd and about a full 1. We'll see if they try that QB sneak play again.
3rd down and 1. Ennis gives the play call out. Center first one to the ball. They're going to be in the pistol strong formation. It's going to be a run. Right up the gut. I believe he has it. Yes, he does. 1st down. Hawks keep going.
Yep. Nice little pistol strong there. Getting it out to the tailback. Fullback comes in, gets some push going. I really like the call there. I think a lot of teams that, like we kind of saw the QB sneak, they overthink it. They end up in the shotgun on 3rd and 1. Whatever happened to running back with running it up with a fullback and a tailback and getting the 1 yard? I think that was a very nice play call there. Not overthinking it, saying, yeah, we can run the football against this front 7 as good as they are. They definitely have the requisite bodies up front, and they just showed it right there.
1st down for Ennis. It's going to be another quarterback option right here. Trying to get past the defender. He does, but it's still going to be a short gain, as that is Chris Colbrenner bringing him down.
A little start and stop there, trying to get the defensive end napping. Ends up being a little bit too much of the east-west. Gets what he can, and we are quickly approaching the end of this first quarter. Maybe one more play.
Like the Council Rock North game, a very quick-moving first quarter, as we've seen a lot of defense, but not necessarily short drives.
A lot of ball control for sure.
Yeah, sustained drives, and we called it a bit of a Houdini act in the last game that Upper Dublin was able to escape without giving up any points. See if they can do it again. Here's a quick little cut up the middle, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down on the other side of the field, inside the other 30. When we come back in a scoreless first quarter, Upper Dublin 4-2, no points. Council Rock South 5-1, no points. We'll see you in the second.
It's going to be a 3rd and 7 in Upper Dublin territory here to start off the second quarter. First time we're going to see the just pure pistol, play action, looking. Ennis evades pressure, now is brought down 4th and long.
Well, there was really good coverage downfield again. He could have got it out to the tailback. Definitely did not want to do that on 3rd down. And Upper Dublin's pass rush gets home. We were talking about the Houdini act, getting in field goal range. It feels like they may have another Houdini act here on this drive. As it's 4th and 14.
And I
Offense
believe
staying.
we're seeing the offense, yep.
What
4th
a
and
call.
14.
What do you think about this, CJ?
We're in no man's land here, and Upper Dublin's offense over the past few weeks really hasn't shown you much.
Yeah.
So I don't hate it.
It's worth a go. Worth a go here.
I shouldn't say in the last few weeks. I should really just say last week.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago, they looked fantastic.
53 points. Ennis, straight drop back. He's looking, firing, end zone shot! He's got him for a touchdown! Council Rock South on a huge play.
Whoa, it was just a go route, CJ. He beat him on the press, and credit to Ennis. He put that football where his receiver could have it and where the defender had no play. That's exactly what they teach you. And what a catch there. He goes up for it, understands that it's a well-thrown ball, even if it's not exactly where he wants it, makes a play and a huge 4th down gamble. Upper Dublin will not hold their opponent off the board here in Council Rock for the 2nd time.
The kick is up, and it is good. So a 7-0 lead for the Council Rock South Golden Hawks. Upper Dublin looking to respond. We'll be right back. Yeah, so when the ball is over there, I'll get the camera. Yeah, I'm damn. This is nice. That's a beautiful throw. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you could have placed it.
Flyers now. What shit you talking, bro? Do you like the Flyers? No, what shit you talking? I'm saying, do you like the Flyers? No, before the Flyers. I'm saying that you Flyers suck right now. I'm saying, would you want to see a game? When they get better. The tickets are like $10.
Flyers,
you're an
the best value right now, dude.
They are. Yeah, I went to see how much a season tickets were. They were like, I think they were $2,000 for like. Gotta love it. I think it was like
All right. So following the touchdown score for Council Rock South, the Upper Dublin Cardinals look to respond. Getting both sides ready now is the kicker for Council Rock South. The kick is off, and it's an onside kick. Bounce off an Upper Dublin player, but Upper Dublin is going to fall on it and get the ball back.
A little bit of excitement there after Council Rock scores the touchdown, trying to capitalize, but instead the Cardinals will show up in nice field position.
So what could have been very bad for the Cardinals ends up working out for them as they maintain possession and actually get in a good spot, further than they were able to go last drive.
Yeah, you can't be disappointed in that if you're an Upper Dublin fan. A little ugly, but you're going to take it at the end of the day.
Upper Dublin with their patented 2 running back set here. Pistol strong formation. They've been running this for as long as I've seen them. It's going to be a pitch out to Roberts. He needs to get past the defender. He fumbles the ball. Roberts still up on his feet somehow. He gathers the football, but it's going to be a gigantic loss.
What a beautiful strip there by Council Rock South. Just punches it out like a little peanut. Shine Roberts just doesn't see it coming, holding it like a loaf of bread. Good awareness, though, to get up and make sure he falls on it. But that is going to be a long yard loss, probably in near 20. Near a 20-yard loss.
Second and another area code here for the Cardinals.
You can't even see the sticks. It's 2nd and 30 on our screen.
And Upper Dublin's just going to run it right at the middle, see if they can get something. Not much there, as it's going to be 3rd and another zip code.
Yeah. We went back to that line twice, but it applies
Area
twice.
code and zip code are 2 different terms, technically. Same
That's
thing,
true.
different terms.
Same idea, different terms.
Exactly.
I think an area code is a little more dramatic. Zip codes are kind of small compared to area codes when you think about it.
That's fair.
3rd and 28. 28-3. If there are any Falcons fans in the audience.
Man in motion. Etkin looking for him, and it is dropped.
Well, the strip is going to lead to a horrifying drive there by the Cardinals, as they're going to be punting to a hot offense. Matt Miller out to kick again. As we'll see if Coach Wall and this defensive staff can figure out how to slow Ennis and the Hawk offense down after this punt.
The Hawks had too many men on the field there for a second. They were able to get it resolved. The punt is off. It is clean into the night sky, calling a fair catch, falling on it at the 40-yard line.
That's where they'll take over, their own 40. 9:30 to play in this first half.
And now if you're Upper Dublin and you're the Upper Dublin defense, what do you do? Because although it was a touchdown. It was on a 4th and long. But even with that, they drove the ball on you pretty well.
I think you just got to keep playing the defense you've been playing. Make sure you've got the requisite bodies at the line of scrimmage. You can't get away from your front 7 identity. Keep setting the edge when they bounce it outside. Keep getting pressure on the quarterback. They have shown some things that they have gotten a stop on defense. This is not a defense that's been walked over all night. Just keep what you're doing.
Once again, just a straight inside zone, and that's going to be a solid gain on first down. 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Remember, I was saying on the first drive, if you can run the ball 3 times and get 10 yards consistently, you're going to win so many football games. And that first play there, Upper Dublin now keeping them on pace, or I should say the Hawks keeping Upper Dublin on pace to pick up 4 yards, first down every single time.
Second down in the pistol. See if a man's in motion. Nothing. Naked boot. Looking, no one open, now running Ennis. He doesn't have a man, it's broken up.
Yeah, that's what we call a coverage play there by Upper Dublin. It's a naked bootleg, able to get out, obviously wants to get the ball down the numbers on the left side. Good one-on-one coverage out there. Rolls out to his right, feels the pressure, sees, is there anything? There's just nothing there, has to end up kind of just throwing it away. And it's a lost play there by the Hawks. Really good coverage play by Upper Dublin's defensive secondary.
3rd down and 6. In the gun, spread formation, 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Upper Dublin showing pressure. And we'll see who jumped. I think that's going to be the Cardinals.
Well, that's a wait the call. I think Upper Dublin came across. We're going to have a conference.
Doesn't look like they necessarily know yet.
It's definitely close.
And it's a false start.
Yeah.
And the argument there is that the Cardinals players did not cross the line. They were able to get back in time.
Right, yeah, and then it was after.
And then after, we saw a little hitch there from, I believe that was the right guard of Council Rock
trying
South.
to get the offsides, but
Upper Dublin was back
Upper
by
Dublin
that
got
point.
back by then. A huge 5-yard loss. That's a 10-yard swing right there on the call. And that is not going to break the Hawks' way. It's going to go Upper Dublin's way. Got a couple birds here tonight. The Hawks and the Cardinals.
Well, I'd rather be a Hawk than a Cardinal. Just saying, in general.
It's just like as a life thing?
Yeah. It's going to be a run right up the gut, and it's going to make it a 4th and interesting with how anemic the Upper Dublin offense has been.
It's definitely a consideration, right?
Punt unit's going to come out, though.
Yeah, this is definitely the smart play. It's the mature play. You're winning. There's no reason to force anything and let Upper Dublin tie it up quickly. Force Kevin Etkin and this Upper Dublin offense to drive the length of the field, something that they just haven't shown you yet today.
Our camera having trouble focus hunting. That's great. Okay, snap. No pressure. Punt is high into the night sky and goes out of bounds right around the 18-yard line.
And that's where Upper Dublin will take over inside their own red zone, down 7 with 8 to play in the second quarter. We'll be back.
See what's kind of focused on it like that? So here comes the Upper Dublin offense. Let's see if they can break out of their slumber. 8:06 left in the first half. Etkin gonna hand it off. Shine Roberts, he has some space. He's still falling forward. He's gonna gain 6 or 7 on the play.
Nice bounce back there after the fumble that really derailed the last drive before it could get off the ground there. Shine Roberts able to find a little hole, put his shoulder down, get what he can. That's going to be probably about a 6-yard carry. Can't be disappointed with that.
Officially gonna go down to the 6-yard carry. Etkin gets the play call from Coach Stover. My apologies. I'm trying to get over this little cough I have. Man in motion's Cairns. Another run, right up the gut. There's going to be a hole. Roberts has speed. He's going to go all the way. Shine Roberts with a huge carry. Upper Dublin gets on the board. It is a 7-6 game as Shine Roberts does what Shine Roberts does. 2 weeks ago, he had 324 yards on the ground with 7 touchdowns to boot. He gets back on the board again for the Cardinals.
Well, all it takes is a little hole at the second level of the defense for Shine Roberts to turn it into 6 points down the field. He might be the fastest player on this Upper Dublin team, just period. And if he gets a little bit of a space in the second level, he will burn these linebackers, and then these safeties will just be out of position. So Shine Roberts can be a real game breaker, like you just saw there. Space in the second level can often lead to 6 points after getting outplayed for the first quarter and change. We got a tie football game. Sevens.
You got to watch out. Here comes Matt Miller and the Upper Dublin Cardinals kicking unit. The kick is off. Will it go out of bounds? No. Will it go in the end zone? No. Trying to find some space. And there's going to be a little bit as the ball goes to the 25-yard line.
Honestly, a really good kick there by Matt Miller. Puts it right in the corner where you can't take a knee and where it's not going to go out. Really nice play there. And going to be able to create some field position there on the return in favor of the Cardinals.
7-7, 7:04 left here in the first half. Let's see how the Council Rock South Golden Hawks respond.
They're nice golden helmets, may I add. Very St. Louis Rams of them. Very St. Louis Rams.
Although I like the blue stripe at the top, too.
Yeah.
Adds some flavor.
Very St. Louis Rams. All right.
In the pistol, Upper Dublin sending pressure, trying to find some running room. Going to be a little bit, as it's going to bring up a 2nd and long.
Yeah, Upper Dublin's defensive line really trying to just settle in here, keep it in, find their identity, stop the run, keep those runs hemmed in. And once they're able to do that, and this defensive line, this front seven really is able to settle in, Upper Dublin feels like they're going to have a much better time on defense. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 is where they're going to mark it. Motion man takes the snap and gives it to the running back, forces it into the inside. Nice little carry there, cuts it up into the second level of the defense. It'll be 3rd and short.
Third down and short now for the Council Rock South Golden Hawks. I have to stop myself from saying Council Rock North because we're at Council Rock North, and last week we were here against Council Rock North.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to not say Council Rock North. It's a very roundabout way of explaining it. But it gets the job done.
Yeah, that's our motto around here. We got the job done. Here's 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. Carry. I
That's
believe
close.
he's going to have the yardage.
Yeah, they're going to give it
Sticks
to
are
him.
moving. First down.
Nice run there. Make sure he gets what he can and then falls forward to get that insurance. And on 3rd and 1, he ends up with it and out of the gun there. So we are under 6 to play in this second quarter.
7-7 Upper Dublin and CR South here at Council Rock North. Rowdy fans here at Council Rock South.
Yeah, really a different environment than we had last week, CJ. Let me be clear.
It's a beautiful night for football. Short pass going to be brought in, going up the field, might be a first down.
And much more pleasant for us. Last week we were kind of complaining
Oh my God.
that the open air, we're in the open air. We're again not under anything.
Yeah,
like
to
usual.
polar opposites from yesterday.
Yeah,
from
this
last
this week we're happy to be out in the open air. I have to say, it's very
gorgeous,
nice.
yeah.
It'll be 2nd and 1 now, potential shot play opportunity, as the playbook is most certainly open for the Golden Hawks.
Wide open. Run right up the gut. First down and down at around the 50-51 yard line.
Getting some
Chain gang
extra on
gonna
that
move.
for getting some extra on that for good measure, as they are across midfield. Good piece of running there by the Hawks.
First down, ball on the just in front of the 50-yard line, about the 49 and .99 yard line. Pistol formation, run right at the middle, solid hole forms, solid carry on first down. That's exactly how you draw it up.
Yep, a really nice play there. Ends it up in the middle, in the A gap, little bit of space. They're running into the second level on about, I would say, 2 out of 3 of these runs are getting to at least the second level, meaning the linebacking group. And if you can keep doing that consistently, getting 4-yard carries, you're going to control the clock, and you're going to win a lot of football games, scoring a lot of points, dominating time of possession. And Council Rock South, that is clearly the game plan. They're saying, yeah, we're going to go mano-a-mano on this aggressive front seven for Upper Dublin.
Meanwhile, they're draining the clock as we near 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first half. It's going to be a screen pass. Bubble is open, and it's going to be a 3rd and short.
Yeah, I really like where Ennis puts it on the screen pass. Kind of leads his receiver out into the field, into the open space. I know that's really more of a thing we think about when we're going across the middle, but it applies on the bubble screen. Throw that football where there's space. Receiver has to kind of come in, and then his momentum is carrying him forward for what may end up being an extra 3 yards there, as we have another 3rd and 1, the 3rd on this drive. They picked up the first 2, no problem.
We go under 3. Run up the gut. First down, Council Rock.
Yep, and they put it up the gut and a little extracurricular after the whistle. Not going to seem to do anything about it, but the sticks should move. They have not yet. Now they are. A little late there on the sticks. Maybe wanted to make sure they got that spot right. But
Better late than never.
Ennis in the offense. Moving now inside or at the 40, pushing on field goal range as the half draws to a close.
And we're going to get a stop in action. Timeout charge to the Upper Dublin Cardinals. 2:29 left here in the first half. Jake, what does Upper Dublin have to do to stop this march right now that we're seeing down the field from Council Rock?
I think you have to pinch the gaps a little bit. Bring your defensive tackles in. Bring your ends in. And then kind of let your linebackers set the edge. I've actually seen the secondary for Upper Dublin outside of the big touchdown play. The secondary has really held down strong. I think it's not crazy to bring 6 people in the box, bring pressure on the quarterback when they throw, shut down those running gaps when they run, and let your corners and your safeties really do their jobs, because they've done a great job of that tonight. That would be my game plan. I think definitely bring people in the box, rush the quarterback, plug those running lanes.
Jake wants pressure. Upper Dublin, they come into this game 4-2, a little bit of a slow start to the season, but they've won their last 3, won their last one in what was a weird game, but overall a convincing win for the Cardinals.
And it was close in the first half, 3-0 in what was a bizarre first half after 3 first-half turnovers. They got 3 points. And then by the third quarter, it kind of felt like Upper Dublin was the better team. But this version of Council Rock is definitely better than what they had last week. Let me tell you, they are bigger at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be a pass. Ennis wants a shot. It's not there. Now he's scrambling out. He fires, and it is dropped, broken up by contact.
Yeah, just kind of sits there, and Ennis just a little high. You can't fault him too much for it, but a really nice hit there by the Cardinals, able to jar it loose, stop the clock, and force second down. Good play there after kind of shutting him down, forcing him out of the pocket. Can't be disappointed.
Springs a second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 40 of the Cardinals. It's going to be a run right up the middle, trying to find space. Pushing forward is Chase Myers. He crosses the 42 around the 37.
Yeah, another nice piece of running there over, not the 40, you mean the 37. And, yeah, it's going to be about 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 here. I think they go to the air, to be honest. I think they don't want to run the ball again because unless you think you're going to go for it on 4th, I think going for it on 4th might be silly. I think they definitely want to assure themselves points. I would imagine something deep here.
Ennis from the gun tries to get a jump. Now I think he either wants a timeout or he wants a change of the play. He's going to get an audible here. Clock has to be running down. Ennis from the gun fires, incomplete, bringing up a 4th and long.
Yeah, just not communicated there. I think the quarterback wanted the tight end to run up a little bit. Just not there, and it's going to bring up a very interesting 4th down. What would you do, CJ?
Say that again?
I said it's going to bring up a very interesting 4th down. How would you play this?
How would I play the situation? I'd try to pressure him from... What are you doing, Jake? Yes, it is. I'd try to send pressure.
We may be cutting in and out a little bit. I do apologize if that is the case.
As I said, I'd send pressure here, try to force a bad decision. And that's what Upper Dublin does. And they get there. Shine Roberts, the do-it-all player, gets the sack. He leads the team in touchdowns, and he leads the team in sacks.
Yep, he's the best player on this football team. Whenever you scout this team, you say, where's number 1? And he's able to get home there. Quarterback, just nothing open downfield. Another coverage sack, really. There was really nothing downfield. Upper Dublin's secondary has really come to play in this one. They've really done a great job tonight.
Yeah, constantly was hearing Council Rock North saying block number 1, block number 1. Campbell lined up at running back. Rolling out now, Etkin is going to throw it away. They're going to say receiver in the area. Ball did not cross the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and we got 72 seconds here. It's now second down, obviously, for Upper Dublin to try and get in the lead. It's been a pretty even first half, I would say. Both teams have had one big play. Obviously, Council Rock South had the huge 4th and 14. Upper Dublin, Shine Roberts' huge 50-plus yard touchdown run. Other than that, these two teams, it's been a little bit of a defensive ball control affair. And I think these two teams definitely feel evenly matched going into the locker room here. 7-7 feels about right. Wouldn't you agree?
No, it definitely does. 4 wide receivers, trips to the bottom of your screen. Etkin looking, firing. He's got his man. It's Colbrenner. Colbrenner Now turning upfield. He's going to have space and get pushed out of bounds at around the 39-yard line in Council Rock South territory.
And you have to love how Colbrunner catches the ball, sees he has a little bit of a seam to turn around towards the inside, then has the speed and the acceleration to get to the outside and then get out of bounds when it's all over. Really good piece of run after the catch there by Chris Colbrunner. Very good field awareness, knows where he is at all times, and comes up not just getting out of bounds, but getting a lot of extra yards before he did it.
Brings up a first down. Martin Campbell, the back. Etkin looks, fires, has his man Colbrunner out of bounds after another solid pickup on first down as we draw to under a minute left in the first half.
Yep, Etkin playing a little pitch and catch with Colbrunner. He can't be complaining about that. Chris Colbrunner knows he's getting out of bounds, knows he's picking up what he can, gets 9 there. Playbook's open on 2nd and 1 as Upper Dublin tries to get their first lead of the game. Kind of similar to what we had last week here. Upper Dublin on this side of the building, trying to go in, trying to get a 3-point lead before the break.
Yeah, very similar. Going to be in the pistol. You hear the coaches of Council Rock South yelling orders to their defense. It's going to be a run. Roberts bounces off one tackle but gets brought down. I believe that will be close to a first down.
Yeah, they're going to definitely give it to him there. It's definitely going to be that extra effort after he bounced off the tackler.
And
it looks like the chains are ready, but yeah, now they're moving.
They're moving the chains. Yep, first down.
Clock rolling, under 45 seconds to play in this first half.
Etkin from the gun. He wants something. Pressure coming. He's now rolling out down the field, and it is incomplete.
Yeah, Etkin there rolls out from his pocket and tries to lead his receiver to the...
Wait, was that intercepted? Oh, my.
Wow.
It was intercepted. I missed it.
I did too. I think he pulled it out at the end. I think it was definitely in there, and the defensive back pulled it out.
Yeah, I heard cheering, and I was a little confused. I believe that it was
Just
was
incomplete.
And I see Upper Dublin going off the field. So a huge momentum play for Council Rock South near the end of the first half.
Yup. Nice work by the defender, not just to rip out an incompletion like we saw, but to rip out an incompletion and come up with the pick. Really athletic play there as 30 seconds in a 7-7 first half. We'll see if they just try and sit on it here.
Council Rock South does have all 3 timeouts. They're going to go with a run on first. Not much there.
Yeah, well hit. And it is up to the Hawks if they want any more. 20 and in no rush to run another play. This may be it for the half.
I'd run one more run, see if you can maybe break something big.
12 as we are running down. It doesn't seem like it.
I don't think Council Rock South agrees with me. I think we're just going to halftime here. 3, 2, 1. So all knotted up at 7 as we go into halftime. Cardinals get the ball when we start the second half. Go to the bathroom, grab your popcorn. We'll be right back. And it's another onside kick here. Upper Dublin gets it. Sorry, we just got back here
Yeah,
to the stands.
to where we are in the stands. As
Yeah, no, a little bit of a traffic jam down there with the amount of Council Rock South fans, but nonetheless, we are here. Thank you to everyone watching today. If you wouldn't mind dropping a like, getting this video recommended to more people like you who'd be interested in Upper Dublin football, that'd be extremely appreciated. 7-7 after the first half. TOP was dominated by Council Rock South.
Yes,
but
it really
in the end,
was.
Upper Dublin was able to tie it up with a massive run by Shine Roberts.
And they're starting off with good field position here.
And it's going to be a wildcat run here by Chris Colbrenner. Colbrenner still going. Flag near the back of the run right there, so it looks like it's going to be coming back.
You have to wonder what Coach Stover said in this halftime locker room. To start with a wildcat, to really get going like this. This is an aggressive play. It's going to end up on a hold. But really a burst of life there. Council Rock South tried to steal a possession. Upper Dublin gets it, tries to do something as we are off to a little bit of a rocky start here in the second half.
So it's 10 yards from where the foul was committed, so it's not a 1st and 20. Instead, it's going to be a 1st and 13. Shine Roberts in at the Wildcat quarterback position. He's running, trying to find space. He's still going and is brought down after a short carry.
Upper Dublin's still trying to make this Wildcat thing work to start the half. I guess they felt like they just weren't moving the ball effectively enough with the traditional offense. The Hawks' defense definitely came out to play. Outside of that run, they really locked down this offensive attack from the Cardinals. Clearly, Stover and Prang and all of this offensive staff clearly wants to change things up, catch the Hawks off guard here because they feel like they were kind of dominated off at the line of scrimmage in that first go.
2nd down and 12. Man in motion is Nate Cairns. It's going to be a run right at the middle. Roberts trying to find space. There's not going to be much.
Yeah, and again, we were talking about the Hawks really taking control of the line of scrimmage. Right there where they were able to come up, make a stop, hold them to about a 1-yard pickup there, make this thing 3rd and 12 quickly. Etkin in a little bit of a pressure spot.
And what looked like a hot start on the drive for Upper Dublin now lands them in a 3rd and 10. It was a solid pickup on 1st down, called back for holding. Nothing on 2nd, short on 3rd. Nothing on 1st, not much on 2nd, now 3rd down. Looking, Etkin firing, trying to get that yak yardage. Can they get the 1st down? Yes, they can. Colbrenner turns on the Jets, and he's going to go all the way into the end zone. What a play by Chris Colbrenner and the Upper Dublin Cardinals, much to the chagrin of the Council Rock South fans.
Wow, I mean, they pretty much had him hemmed in for maybe a 2-yard play. Chris Colbrenner makes the first man miss, gets to the outside, makes the second man miss, ends up now with a 1st down. You think that's the end of the run. He toe taps down the sideline. What a show
Turning
of athleticism.
on the Jets.
What a show of athleticism out of Chris Colbrenner. Unbelievable run. And Upper Dublin's got 2 big plays from 2 of their big playmakers. Have them out in the lead in a game it feels like they've been losing at the line of scrimmage.
Low snap, hold is good, kick is good. Upper Dublin now take their first lead of the game. It is 14-7 Cardinals over the Hawks.
What a start to this second half. We'll be back after this.
After the big 3rd down play from Upper Dublin, a jolt of energy has been put into this team. Meanwhile, it has been taken out of the Council Rock South faithful here in Council Rock North, Newtown, Pennsylvania, to be more specific. And it is going to be kicked into the end zone, so it'll be a touchback.
And here comes the first look at the Hawk offense now. They really were able to run the ball effectively, mix in the short passes. They had a touchdown drive. They were able to move the ball, I would say. We're going to see how they're able to continue that here in the second half. What would you expect, CJ?
I'd expect more of what we saw from the first half. They were able to move the ball. I'd go inside zone runs till Upper Dublin stops it. After that, I'd go with little out routes and in routes, really try to pick this defense through their linebackers. This is a 3-4 defense mostly, and I feel like you can expose that. Like we said, quick little pass right there. And going to be brought down. Upper Dublin, they play off coverage. They do not do bump and run coverage like the Giants. We see them do a lot. We see a good amount of NFL teams as the Fangio defense is kind of dying a little bit. We're seeing more teams run, bump and run, press coverage, really trying to get in receivers' faces. That's not Upper Dublin. Upper Dublin, they play a lot of off coverage, a lot of just not trying to get beat over top.
A lot of man-to-man that kind of looks like zone, and for a lot of quarterbacks ends up getting disguised as zone, but it's still man-to-man. As we have an injury on the field.
I mean, of course, the Eagles, they love running that soft Fangio defense. And, just go into your quarters.
One's not better than the other. It really just depends on the personnel.
I disagree. I think that the Eagles prove that it is the personnel, or that it isn't the personnel. It doesn't matter.
Right, that's what I'm saying. One's not better than the other. It's about the personnel.
Well, no, what I'm saying is the Eagles, look at their front four, right? But it doesn't matter how great of a front four you have, or even how good of starting cornerbacks you have, which the Eagles have some of the best. If you play this soft defense, bad quarterbacks will pick you underneath because they're not confident enough to go over top. And good quarterbacks, if they can't beat that cover three, they'll just take underneath. Right. And if they can, they're going to be willing to take that over top. I really despise this defense that has kind of taken over the NFL.
So you don't like it on the Eagles right now?
Oh, and guess what, too? You can just run right at the middle because it's four-man, weak fronts, and that's why there was the most yards per carry in NFL history last year. Shine Roberts blowing the play up. Now trying to get some room as Ennis, and he's going to be brought down after a short gain.
Just an unbelievable play there by Roberts again. Ennis tries to get out. Roberts will not let him as we have a big third down. I didn't realize you were such a hater of off coverage in the NFL. You don't like it at all.
I'm not a hater of off coverage. I'm a hater of off coverage when it makes no sense and then refusing to get off of that off coverage.
Right.
And I think we see teams like the New York Jets, who they run a lot of cover three, a lot of the core Fangio concepts, but when it's time to get serious,
they don't do it. They
go into bump and run coverage. They send pressure when the time is right, instead of just going four-man rush, and being incredibly predictable. I think the Jets might be the best coached defense in football.
Right, because they are able to check in.
And it's going to be a pass here, third down. It's going to be close to a first down. We'll see what it's marked. Forward progress, obviously.
That was a really nice piece of tackling to make sure he does not get it. It's going to depend on the spot.
And we're going to get a fourth down and short.
That's a really nice piece of tackling there. Make sure that he does not move an inch forward after the catch.
It's fourth down and pretty much the head of the football.
Covering up a 4th and 1.
Low man's going to win right here. Quarterback sneak. And I think he got it.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him there.
First down.
There's definitely that gold helmet peeked through the pile. The sticks move. Council Rock South really finding themselves down 7 here is a little bit of a surprise for the way that they've played today. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, they've controlled time and possession, and I think they've played really well, but they haven't had that finishing play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where they always say in pugilistic wars, boxing, MMA, right, is we're going to get a run outside, not much there.
More tackling.
That there are great fighters, but they just don't have that knockout power. They can't finish the fight. And I think we've kind of seen that so far with Council Rock South, where they've moved the football. They've shown a lot of good stuff. But when it's been crunch time,
they
only
don't have
one
that knockout
time.
punch.
Yeah, that's right. And Upper Dublin has just been able to bob and weave, get a few big strikes in there, and so far that's what's put them ahead.
In a lot of ways, Upper Dublin's like Mike Tyson. Once they feel you out,
I would not say that at all. No, they're not. Jake, I love you, but I don't think your expertise boxing history.
It's not, but I was just going to say Mike Tyson was the kind of fighter who once he got that first punch in, A lot of fighters would throw a jab. Once Tyson got that first punch in, the game was over. When Upper Dublin, it really starts in the third quarter. That's how it was last week. That's how it was 3 weeks ago at home. They kind of struggle early in the first half. They get that big punch in the third quarter, and they're gone. We'll see if that Shine Roberts play ends up being that big knockout punch here to really just take control of this game offensively, start changing the tone of the line of scrimmage. Although the Hawks really have done well there tonight.
I think Upper Dublin's more of an Arturo Gotti type fighter.
Meaning? I'd love to hear your reasoning.
Gotti, he changed up his style a lot through his career. Sometimes he was more of a brawler, more ugly fighter. Other times you saw flashes of beautiful pugilistic skills, and he had great power, but he also was very fast, was able to move around the ring as it's a pass, looking deep, and as he's going to dump it off. I don't know why the runner stopped running. I guess he thought he was out of bounds.
He was
and
not.
It's no real gain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's 4th and 10.
Arturo Gotti, a great fighter, but I think it's
Yeah,
that
Arturo Gotti didn't move.
mix of styles.
Arturo Gotti didn't move networks. Mike Tyson moved TV networks, let me tell you.
Again, not true. The second and third Arturo Gotti versus Mickey Ward fights were the biggest fights of 2001 and 2002 when it came to, I believe, pay-per-view buys after their legendary first fight. Arturo Gotti did a very good job moving numbers.
Not as well as Mike Tyson.
What nobody did.
4th and 10. Looks like they're going to punt. As Upper Dublin's defense comes up strong here. We're talking about boxing history for a little bit there. As it's going to be taking a hawk roll. Down at the 24 where Upper Dublin will take over. Up 7. Getting the ball halfway through this third quarter. We'll be back. I don't know boxing.
5:39 left here in the third quarter. Upper Dublin gets the ball back following the punt. Ronald Shepard with the carry. He's going to bounce it outside, try to get to the edge, but he's not going to be able to. It's a short gain for the Cardinals.
Yeah, that was a lot of east-west running to only come up with, 1 or 2 yards there. Shepard just not able to get there. The Hawk defense does a great job setting the edge. Upper Dublin clearly realizing that they cannot run the ball up the middle on them, trying to get it outside, and really nice work there by the Council Rock South defense, holding to a short gain.
Yeah, Shepard ran about 30 yards there to get one.
Yeah. Two split out to the left here as Etkin's going to work with it in the strong pistol. Pressure
Etkin
coming.
Gets pressured.
Free rusher.
And brought down.
No one on him, unblocked. The tight end and the right tackle ended up clipping him a little bit, and Gallagher got in there untouched. Jonas Gallagher, free rusher on Etkin. Loss of 7 and 3rd and long.
17.
3rd and 17. Third and 17 for the Cardinals. They're going to have 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a tight end. And Upper Dublin's just going to be conservative with it, giving it to Ronald Shepard. He's going to be brought down and now a little bit uncomfortable with where you're punting from.
Yeah, we're going to see if Matt Miller can get it away here.
On the carry, another gain, 4th
We really have had our share of kickers over the years, haven't we?
and 8.
Yeah, I mean, solid kickers over the last 4
Owen
years.
Carl,
Gotta love
Austin
him.
Pendleton,
Can't help love him.
Matt Miller.
Awesome.
Really, we've been
And I mean,
treated.
you can't forget the greatest punt in Upper Dublin history by one Brian Portney.
That's true. We've really been treated.
Matt Miller, the punt is off, and it is going to be out of bounds right around the 45-yard line in Upper Dublin territory. That's where we'll see Council Rock South's offense get the football. They were held to nothing on the last drive. We'll see if they can change their fortunes now. Jake, this Council Rock South team has moved the ball. They've held the ball longer than Upper Dublin, yet they're down on the scoreboard. What would you as a coach tell them to do differently? Because it's been good.
Get back to the run game, CJ. On that first drive after the touchdown by Upper Dublin, they got away from it. Put in a fullback and a halfback. Run the football. You did it really well in the first half. If you have to, get your bruisers in there. Run the football. Wear this defense down. You can score a touchdown on this drive. I've seen them move the football. They're starting off on the plus side of the field.
And they're starting off in the I formation, just like you said. But Upper Dublin's going to set the edge.
I hate the toss call, CJ. I really don't like the toss call at all. Why throw it back 7 yards there on first down and give this Upper Dublin defense that is very fast a chance to come up? You see an angry fan saying, let's block somebody. I wouldn't even put him in that situation. Why call a toss play there? I'd run the football. Don't get fancy. You have shown an ability to impose your will physically at the line of scrimmage. That's what I would get back to if I'm South.
2nd down and 12. Pistol strong formation. It's going to be a run. Nothing there. That's number 12, Trey Relvis, getting the TFL.
Relvis, again, untouched there. The left tackle kind of pushes in towards the middle of the line. Trey Relvis doesn't realize, I think, Trey's coming, and Relvis ends up getting a big tackle there. Makes it 3rd and 14. This is a big play.
3rd and 14.
Very impressive cheerleading work down the left side, CJ pointing out to me.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Here we go with 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14 now. Under 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back. Ennis taking a shot. Has a man overthrow.
Just out of reach. He had him beat. It was the same play as that touchdown, just a little bit deeper out there. Has him beat, just slight bit overthrown. And the Hawk punting unit's going to come on. They could have had 6 for the 2nd straight drive on that play, or the 2nd straight time on that play.
Jake, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
OJ question. This has nothing to do with football. Why is SpongeBob SquarePants your icon on social media?
Do you have a problem with SpongeBob SquarePants?
No, but you're almost an 18-year-old man who has SpongeBob SquarePants as his icon on social media.
This is true. This is true. This is an accurate statement.
Seems slightly immature. The punt is off, and it is brought in right around the 20-yard line. Angling outside is Colbrenner. He's still on his feet, and he's going to go outside on his own fruition. No need to take an extra hit there.
Yeah. Going to take it at the 30. My SpongeBob icon that CJ has tried to make me feel self-conscious about, but I won't allow it. 1:40 left in this 3rd quarter. CJ, what do you think out of this offense here?
You know, I heard SpongeBob's for little kids.
SpongeBob is fantastic. SpongeBob is what I grew up on. Actually, all types of Nickelodeon. Drake and Josh, iCarly, Zoe 101, SpongeBob, of course.
Who?
You asked, actually.
No one asked about iCarly or Drake and Josh.
I mean, those are fantastic shows also that have to do with the sponge.
It's going to be Colbrenner out of the Wildcat formation. He is going to be stuffed up right where he was.
Yep, nice run there. Nice stop there, excuse me. Colbrenner tries to get what he can. And I think this Council Rock South defense
As we get a live text message here from Ken Ambrose, his icon is stating, and I quote, his icon would explain why he has no girlfriend.
Wow, CJ.
That's
CJ's
not me.
father.
That's my father.
That is
telling you
CJ's
that.
father. Wow.
That's a good line right
Wow.
there. Wow, that one.
Brutal.
Wow, that is rough.
That is rough.
When you got Ken Ambrose
I got
trashing
Ken
you.
Ambrose trashing me.
Ken Ambrose Jr., that is. 2nd and 11. Under a minute left here in the 3rd quarter. Thank you to everyone who is viewing. Man in motion. That's Relvis. Looking, Etkin taking a shot deep to Colbrenner, and he overthrows him, almost hits the referee.
Yep, tries to go for the pump fake down low, tries to get it out to Colbrenner. Good defense there. Just not on point for Etkin. Honestly, it was really good coverage downfield. And Upper Dublin is going to be in another 3rd and behind the sticks. That is starting to become a recurring theme. And they scored a touchdown on a 3rd and behind the sticks also. So they have really struggled on base downs outside of that 1st quarter. This Council Rock South defense has shown up and gotten stops. We'll see if Upper Dublin can pull another rabbit out of the hat here.
Well, you have an unguarded receiver right now, and Council Rock South is just noticing that,
Yeah, we got flags.
and I think that was on the offense. So Upper Dublin bailing out Council Rock South right there.
Upper Dublin bailing out, as you said, bailing out Council Rock South.
So it's going to be a 3rd and long. 3rd and 16 to be exact. Upper Dublin making some substitutions here. Roberts in the backfield. Don't be surprised if you see a carry to him. Yeah, she's going to wind up in front of Etkin. He's here to block. No, it's a screen to Roberts. A very good play call. Roberts makes a move, and he makes it very close.
Wow. 3rd and 16, couldn't have drawn that up any better.
Beautiful play call.
Feels the defense, waits for it, and now it's going to be 4th, and they're going to move
No,
the
they're
sticks.
giving him a very generous spot.
Wow.
Roberts, it looked like, did the classic as you're falling to the ground, kind of use your hand
Yeah.
to drag you forward. That did not look like a first down to me, but guess what? I'm not a referee.
As that will likely be the last play of this 3rd frame. Upper Dublin on top 14-7 as we enter the 4th.
We'll be right back.
Some
after
of us are more sponge than mouse. We'll be back after this.
Just keep talking. Out of the T formation, it's going to be a run. Shine Roberts trying to gain some yardage. He's going to fall forward and gain about 4.
And you have to say that feels like a really big 3rd down play that happened right before the break. And they have really done a great job, has Upper Dublin.
And guess what, folks? We have 62 viewers. So you know what that means? That means it's more viewers than we usually get. So for that, we're going to stay with you here and not take breaks in this final quarter.
That would be nice. I was just saying, on that play, the tackle, not the tackle, excuse me, the screen pass.
English, Jake.
Upper Dublin really has been behind the sticks a lot on 3rd down. Not
Shepard. He's going to gain some yardage there.
Upper Dublin's been behind the sticks a lot, but they have pulled rabbits out of the hat on more than one occasion. They have scored on 3rd and 12. They have picked up clutch 3rd downs on 3rd and 16. They have moved the sticks on 3rd and 9s. Upper Dublin has really shown an ability to struggle running the ball and then kind of just pull it out on a lot of these plays on 3rd down. Here it's going to be 3rd and 1. Nothing of the sort here. Nothing of the sort here. T
3rd and
formation.
short. T formation run right up the gut. Shine Roberts. 1st down. Cardinals.
Shine Roberts on the carry to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's exactly what you're looking for on that play. Line up, T formation, pick up 4 yards, move the sticks, keep the clock running. All the cliches in the book, all the Tomlinisms in the book.
Yeah, the fact that Matt Canada still has a job is
beyond
probably
me.
the biggest miracle I've seen since Moses parted the Red Sea. Well, God did, but, probably the biggest miracle since then. The fact that he's still employed.
It is hard to believe.
As a short carry there. That was Ronald Shepard on the carry. I mean, yeah, it's tough to compare the two. It's either Matt Canada is still being employed after not having a 400-yard game in his career,
At this
while
point.
every other team in the league has had 4, or God parting the Red Sea in 2. Both of them are just miracles.
Oh, CJ, I wish we kept the quote board after sophomore year. There would be
we
so.
did, didn't we?
We didn't.
I thought you used it
I
last
got
year.
lazy with it.
I mean, you can still add from this year and just separate it as a senior quote board. Rest of the year, you know what I mean?
Maybe I should go back and watch every single one of our football broadcasts. Most of them happened on the road.
That's true.
So I think I would watch all the road broadcasts when it's really just you and me out there.
Yeah, that's fair. That's really fair.
Sticks move as Upper Dublin while we're talking.
There's less people who know me on the road, so I feel like I have a little more.
You feel a lot. You feel a little more comfortable.
It's freeing.
Yeah. Yeah. So Upper Dublin, while we've been talking about Matt Canada and parting the Red Sea and Canada as a country, I'm sure we'll be getting to Canada soon. Upper Dublin's put together a really nice drive here. A little ball control drive, game-killing drive. They come up with 3 points. I could go a long way towards salting this thing away.
Well, it's going to be a carry right up the gut. Not too much there for Sean Roberts on first down. And, I just don't think it's the best idea to talk global politics on this broadcast.
I wasn't talking about global. I mean, you're the one who started bringing religion into this thing. I was just talking about Canada. I mean, what do we think of the Canadians?
I haven't met too many. I don't know what to say about them.
You haven't met too many Canadians.
Well, no, you're from New York. There's more that go over there than come down here.
That makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
That's true.
From what I've heard, they're pretty nice.
They are very nice. They apologize profusely if they minorly inconvenience you. It's not just a stereotype. It's very true.
Yeah. Good to know. Second down. Edkin passing, firing, end zone, has a man, but he overshoots him slightly.
Yeah, tries to. I mean, look, he does what he's supposed to do, which is put it in a spot where the defender just has no chance at it. Just a tad bit overthrown there by Etkin. A little disappointing there. Felt like they had a big touchdown. Instead, it's just going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, a little disappointing. That's what your parents say about you every night.
Yeah, that's what they say about me. You've got it right.
Hurrying up to the line on third down, it's going to be a screen pass. Campbell gets brought down by the back of his jersey.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry, not Campbell. That was Sean Roberts. Fourth down, we'll see the call. I think the offense is going to stay out there for Upper Dublin.
Yeah, this is an interesting call here. I don't know why you wouldn't try and punt. Maybe you just don't think it really matters.
Is it really worth it to punt from here? At most, you'll get maybe 20 yards. At most, you'll get maybe 20 yards.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I say go for it. I think that's the right call here. I agree with the call.
Let's see it. As we have whistles.
Before then, we're going to get a first down. Grab the water. First down. Jesus Christ. I meant a timeout.
Yes.
Like we said, we're going to stay with you the whole time here in the fourth quarter. 7:33 left in this one. Phillies advancing to the National League Division Series against the
we really got the playoff.
Atlanta Braves.
The 8-team playoff that we all
7.
8.
It's 7. 3 division winners or 4 division. Wait.
It's an 8-team playoff, CJ. 7 would make 0 sense. One team would not be playing anymore.
Sorry, I thought you meant at the beginning of the playoffs. My fault. Yeah, there's 8 teams remaining total.
Yes, right.
Both leagues.
So my point was just for the last quarter century, we've operated in the 8-team playoff. As I think you're picking up what I'm putting down. I think you're tracking with me. I know this is a crazy thought. And now we're back to that 18 playoff that we went through from.
Dude, I'm not used to the playoffs in baseball.
Yeah, the Phillies,
it's a new
Phillies
thing.
aren't very good at that. But hey, they're good at it this year. So yeah, I guess from the mid-'90s up until 2 minutes ago or 2 years ago, we had the 14 playoff. And now we've got the 16 playoff, and we're down to the 14 playoff. Here's 4th and 10.
Penalty on the play.
You get a penalty.
False start. Against the Cardinals. They'll back them up. And it'll be 4th and 16.
As they're going to be backed up there on the penalty, the pre-snap penalty.
How about a nice round of applause for our cheerleaders?
And Upper Dublin Now it looks like they might punt. Clearly just trying to draw an offsides to maybe set up a field goal. Instead, they're just going to go ahead and punt it. As the punt is away and fielded right at the goal line. I don't know why he would field that. He could have let that into the end zone.
That's the best case scenario for the Cardinals.
Yeah, I don't know why on earth he would field that. That's silly to me.
I've been advised to apologize for saying Jesus Christ when I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't know that was offensive, but I apologize. That's on me.
We've talked about parting the Red Sea here. You've made a couple biblical references tonight,
I didn't
CJ.
even mean it there. That's just something I say on a daily basis. I didn't know that was offensive. I mean, gosh.
Anyway, tough play there. After fielding it when he could not have, and that is
this
a big
could be
pass.
a big play, but a nice tackle wrapping it up.
As we are going to try and bring ourselves back into this one. As after the ill-advised fielding, that it was not a kickoff, it was a punt. He could have let that roll into the end zone. Council Rock South probably going to have to drive about 99 yards in order to tie this thing, although that was a good first down play. Make it 2nd and 3, open the playbook a little, get out of the shadow of your own goal line.
Is there any other way to tie it up without going 99 yards?
I mean, I'm saying they could have gone only 80 yards had they let it bounce into the end zone.
fair.
CJ's a little busy apologizing.
I mean, it is what it is.
CJ doesn't seem too happy about his apology. CJ, what do you really want to say for the people tonight, for the 63 fans watching?
I'd like to use my Fifth Amendment right here.
What a surprise. Anyway, bringing you back in here, 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3 to go. 6:41 left in the football game. We've gone to a bit of a stalemate here since the 3rd quarter.
Yes, we have.
Both teams' offense moving like a person in rigor mortis.
Something tells me in 3 minutes you'll be apologizing for that one too, bud.
Sorry, if I have to apologize for that one, then this country's gone to hell. Okay? We've officially made it. We've lowered the bar at that point.
We got a clock stoppage here as these teams figure out what they're doing. Big 3rd down and 3. CJ, would you like to call this 3rd and 3? Welcome back to the ball game.
You know, I just got a lot on my mind right now.
Clearly.
Kind of in my Jimmy Butler emotional state.
CJ.
3rd and 3. Pass here. We're going to get a flag, so it might be a free play. Nonetheless, it's going to be a 1st down, waiting for the call. I'm assuming they'd call it dead if it was on the offense.
Yeah.
Probably lined up offside.
There is a penalty on the play.
It was immediately off the whistle. Or off the snap, I should say. Thank you to everyone viewing tonight's game. And they're picking the flag up.
Yep, clearly against the defense.
I think, that's no, it wasn't declined. It was picked up.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, no. Which I think is the right move, though.
Yeah.
And I love when refs actually do that, when they admit their mistakes.
There's no flag on the play.
No, it's really commendable.
Bring up a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
The scoreboard had it wrong a second ago. It was
It
2nd
did,
and
yeah.
3.
In the pistol formation, Ennis takes a snap, drops back, pressure coming in his face, throw down the field is incomplete, and it brings up a very interesting 4th down situation here.
The clock rolling.
Incredibly.
No, I'm saying with the clock very low is what I meant to say.
Okay.
Right? If you punt, you may never see the ball again. If you go for it you
don't get it,
it's game over.
the game's over.
A huge call, and it looks like they're going for it.
Don't be surprised if you see maybe a pooch punt here by Ennis. Fourth down and
They're
1
going.
yard to go. Going for it, and I don't think he got it.
It's going to depend on the spot. I don't love the call in the IU formation with the gun. I would have just gone with the eye.
And chains have not moved yet. It's a massive 4th down stop for Upper Dublin. And furthermore, on what you said there, going from the gun on 4th and 1, giving
Just
the
not the
defense
play.
more time
To come in and
come
make
inside
a stop.
and stop it. That's any statistic in football tells you if you're within 2 yards on a 3rd or a 4th down, there is
Don't
no
feed the
reason
gun.
to run the ball outside of the gun. If you pass, maybe. But why
Running
out of the gun, giving the defense more time to get there, as it's now going to be a 1st down carry from the T formation. Shine Roberts gains a few.
And a huge play. Upper Dublin probably just going to try and
Go back to Matt Canada there, too. That's
that's a classic
blunder from him.
A classic Canada play right there.
Yeah. You know the old South Park song, Blame
one?
Canada? Blame Canada. Blame Canada. It's kind of what Matt Canada's been going through. Although, unlike South Park, it's kind of merited this time.
Yeah.
Well, the cheerleaders are incredibly excited for Council Rock South as we're going to get a jump there on Upper Dublin.
Upper Dublin may be looking to try and burn some clock here before they go in. I don't think that's a terrible idea. Because a 2-score game is
We
nowhere
have 3
near
points
over.
in your hip pocket.
Right, yeah.
So it's a 2-possession game, assuming the field goal is made.
Right. As now the ball moves back.
Second and 14 now. We're going to get a stop. Timeout charge to the defense. Like we said, we are staying with you here. Under 5 minutes left to play in this game. It's a 2nd and 14 for Upper Dublin. Will we see the T formation? If we do see the T formation, you'd have to assume we go to the bell cow here, Shine Roberts.
Yeah. Or Shepard, to be honest, to get that kind of a little stronger in there. Upper Dublin now under 5 as they try and get this thing out. Looking to come up with a second-half win like they did last week.
As I just knock the camera. Should be good now, though. Let's hope. Let's pray. Yep, we're good. I cannot say I will be disappointed to not make the drive up here next week.
We'll miss this building.
But will we?
It's some venue.
It has
CJ.
character.
What?
It has
It
character.
does have character, and we are sorry about the tilts that we've tried to make it better for you guys this week.
No. I will not hear any complaint about the camera this week. We have done a fabulous
we
job
really
compared
tried.
to last
We
week.
worked at this when we got here. We said, how can we make the camera better?
If you're just joining us, 14-7, Upper Dublin up. 4:59 left in the game. Run, breaks off the first tackle. Second tackle brought down right around where they were. This brings up a 3rd and 14 with 4:47 remaining in the game. Clock is running. 2 timeouts remaining for each side. Upper Dublin up by 7. 3rd and 12. Will Upper Dublin keep it on the ground?
I would expect another run. I would take another. I would stake this.
Now,
in.
I would run it to the left side here,
Yep,
try
I
to center the
totally
football.
agree. Run it to the left side, keep it inbounds,
And
set
keep
up
it
a
centered.
set up an icing field goal.
A field goal here that would make it a 2-possession game.
I think that's totally the idea. I'm totally with you. I would not snap this ball until 1 second on the play clock.
It's going to be a run to Roberts, and it's like they can hear us.
Yeah. Not to pat ourselves on the back or anything.
But we're kind of geniuses.
Yeah.
Again, not to pat ourselves on the back.
As we are under 4. As on likely comes Miller.
4th and 11. I don't see Matt Miller coming onto the field.
Matt Miller to potentially put this game on ice.
He's not on the field. It feels like a weird stoppage here. And yeah, they're keeping
Wow.
the offense out. I see Etkin getting talked to, and timeout taken here by Upper
Yeah,
Dublin.
they're clearly disorganized there.
Yeah, extremely disorganized.
I would expect to see a field goal try after the break. Let's imagine they make this field goal, CJ, and then you kind of give it to CR South.
Pretty much game, set, match at that point.
How would you expect CR South to play it? You think they would go deep shots quickly, or?
I say first down, short, try to pick up 5-6 yards. If you do that, then you take the shot on second down.
Right.
If you don't do that, then you have to play for first downs here. And then hope you get something with an onside.
They've shown an ability to try the onside kick.
But that's another thing, too. Did they play their hand too early with the onside?
How they do it. We're at 3:29 left in this football game. Upper Dublin up 7, and on fourth down, potentially to kick a field goal. They got it in this great field
Miller
position.
is on the field now.
They got it in this great field position after Council Rock South went for it inside their own red zone.
This would be one of the longer attempts of the juniors' career. First time ever really playing football this year.
Matt Miller to potentially put this game away.
Snap, kick is good for Matt Miller and the Cardinals. They take a 2-possession lead, as you can hear a pin drop here at Council Rock South.
Upper Dublin up 10. We will stay with you here
23 seconds remaining in the ball game.
as we have 3:26 left in this ball game.
Not the dagger, but darn near close. 3:23 remaining. Big thank you to the Council Rock North and South Athletic Department letting us cover these last two games.
Yep.
He's a Council Rock Hall of Famer.
Really been a
and
pleasure
tonight
to do it
he's
for you all.
celebrating His 83rd birthday. Welcome back, Dennis Matika.
Shout out to a Hall of Famer of Council Rock South celebrating his 83rd birthday. What are we looking at here on Thursday Night Football? What's the score here, Jake?
It is 10-0. Bears over the Commanders currently.
Miller to kick off. Runs up to it. And the kick is going to be a pretty good one. Going to keep it short of the end zone. Trying to find some room on the return. There's going to be some still up on his feet and brought down around the 30. As I have a cough that will not quit.
Yeah. It's very pleasant, I have to say, for our viewership.
Yeah. Seems like it would be. Just hearing me hack up a storm.
School begins at 7:33 a.m. tomorrow morning.
We're at 3:14 left in this football
Hear that
game.
one, folks, on the PA system. School begins at 7:33 a.m. So for all the Upper Dublin students complaining about the start times, you could be here.
You could be here 17 minutes before UD. 3:14 left in this ball game.
Going to be a short pass here.
Exactly what you said.
Still going forward. He's not out of bounds. Now he is. Good play there by Council Rock South.
Yep. Make sure he gets out of bounds. Gets what he
Now
can.
here's where I take my shot.
I agree. For those of you who are with us tonight, it would be great if you could like, subscribe, get more content like this pushed out to people like you who also enjoy high school football and all sorts of Upper Dublin events. Liking and subscribing. It's great for us. Helps us bring you this amazing content.
Second down. Ennis looking, scrambling. Martin Campbell going to wrap him up.
Content like that where there's a coverage sack. Great downfield. I think they were looking for the shot we were talking about. Not there, and the pocket collapsed. Juju Campbell gets home for the sack. As
Hey,
we are
folks,
under 3.
Also, big announcement here. Next week, if it's permitted, if health doesn't get in the way or some unforeseen event, finally we'll be debuting our new home system for football broadcast and eventually basketball
All types of
broadcast
sports.
and all other types of sports in the winter. As it's a third down Ennis looking on the screen pass. They're going to have the first down and more.
Wow. Probably the game there. And he knew the importance of getting the first down there. Gets the mark. The chains are moving, and so are the Hawks.
In the hurry-up offense. Ennis getting the play call. Trying to communicate with his wide receivers. Takes a snap. He's looking. Firing into double coverage. And he doesn't have his man. It was a beautiful pass.
Yeah, right on in there. Just, slightly out of the outstretched arms. Just one of those where they're both going to look at each other and think they should have had it.
Jake, let me ask you a question. Do the New York Giants have a Danny Dimes problem?
The New York Giants, in general, have an injury problem, an offensive line problem,
The offensive line has been
a special
horrific.
teams problem, a defense not creating turnovers problem, and yes, a Danny Dimes problem. To say it's just a Danny Dimes problem is oversimplifying what a mess.
And
the
how
first
much
month
does
has
this look on Brian Dable, who I was
NFC
a
coach of the-
massive fan
yeah,
of last year?
Yeah, and here's, first of all, second down.
And it's going to be a catch out of bounds.
Look, the
What does it say about Brian Dable?
The offensive line is injured, but it's inexcusable right now. It looks like a mess. The defense has not created a takeaway all year. The only team,
Which is what Wink Martindale is
Wink
pretty much
Martindale
there to
proud.
do.
The special teams looks like a disaster. I hold my breath every time they return a punt. Daniel Jones is still holding the ball too long. He's still making fumbles. He's still making boneheaded picks. Do the Giants have a Danny Dimes problem? Yes, but it is not their biggest problem. I'll tell you that.
As it's going to be a little swing pass here, trying to get the first down. Going to be a little short as we head right around 70 seconds.
A lot of things
taken.
going on for the Giants. What do you think the Giants have a Danny Dimes problem?
I don't believe that Danny Dimes is a solution to any of their problems.
That's for sure. There are problems beyond
there
Danny
are-
Dimes. The fact the defense doesn't have the requisite corners, that's not Danny Dimes' fault.
No, but having an elite quarterback.
The fact that Danny Dimes is
masks-
holding the ball too long is a problem.
But what I'll say is this. Having an elite quarterback, as we've seen for pretty much as long as the NFL has existed.
Since Fran Tarkenton.
Since ever, pretty much. Norm Van Brocklin, Johnny Unitas, Fran Tarkenton. Having an elite quarterback masks the vast majority of your problems. And Daniel Jones is getting paid like an elite quarterback and is simply not an elite quarterback.
Yeah. You're not wrong. He's holding the ball too long. He's still on one read and throw. He's still taking fumbles and sacks that he shouldn't be. 4th and 1, probably the game here, as we are at a minute 17.
One timeout remaining for each side.
17-7 UD.
T formation, run right up the middle. It's going to be a good one. First down, brought down around the 30.
And you will likely imagine them run up here, maybe spike it, throw it to the end zone, get an onside kick. I feel like they're still in it, CJ.
As we're going to get a timeout here. .108 left in the game. No more stoppage of the clocks for Council Rock North, or Council Rock South, excuse me. Oh, don't want to say that too loud. They might get mad.
Even though the scores look similar, Council Rock South has put up a much tougher fight.
Yes,
For sure.
for Shizzy.
Please don't ever say that on my air ever again, CJ Ambrose. Kojak Ambrose,
And is
never.
having pressure coming at him. Martin Campbell, no, that's not Martin Campbell, and is still somehow up, and that is not past the line of scrimmage, so it should be intentional grounding. I think he might have been so far in the backfield that he was out of camera shot there.
Yeah. I'm still not over what CJ just said on our air.
So it's intentional grounding, which is a spot
Yes,
foul.
it is grounding, clearly.
As the ball was nowhere near a receiver, nor did he get past the line of scrimmage. So ball is going to be on the 50-yard line and bring up a 3rd and 30. Did not say that incorrectly. A 3rd and 30.
Not the first 3rd and 30 we've had. I think we've had a 3rd and 28. We had a 2nd and 30 after the fumble by Roberts in this first half.
Ennis takes a deep shot. It's caught!
Wow.
A huge play.
Signs of life. They're not going away easy, CJ.
No, they're not, but signs of life, but it still looks very bleak.
Yeah.
I was looking to make an allegory, but I couldn't think of one in time.
Thank God.
Or an analogy, I should say. We're going to get a timeout taken. 47.3 remaining in the game. Upper Dublin up by 10. Got to check fantasy football. Because, you know,
The Bears, playing for Dick Butkus tonight, passed away at the age of 80.
lived a good life.
Beating the Washington Commanders 17-0 in Maryland.
Who wins in a fight, Dick Butkus or Mike Ditka? It's a legit question. I want a legit answer.
I'm going to go with Dick Butkus, but now Mike Ditka because now Dick Butkus is no more.
Well, clearly.
But I would say Dick Butkus.
But does anyone ever beat Ditka? That's the question.
No
I
one
don't know
does.
if you can be.
It's hard.
Justin Fields, my fantasy football quarterback, can't throw the ball, but man, he can run.
Bears taking
Got
it to
2 tutties.
want to leave the Panthers as the last winless team.
Yeah, man. Frank Reich, big fan of him, but you cannot say he's done well. Same
No.
with first overall pick Bryce Young, as some slipping and sliding, evading, going to the end zone, broken up.
Really tells you a lot about the Washington franchise, even without Dan Snyder. I think Dan and Tanya's scent still lingers over this organization, losing at home to the Bears.
I agree with that, although the Bears' offense showed some major strides last week.
Yeah.
Defense was just horrific. I mean, a tragedy to watch.
The fact that you watched the Bears-Broncos game tells
I had fantasy implications. Cole Kmet,
This
Cortland
is my
Sutton,
problem.
and Justin
Listen,
Fields.
I play fantasy football. I'm in multiple leagues. I've won a lot of fantasy football.
Yeah, okay. No need to toot your own horn there, Jake.
My one quip with fantasy football is I just watch a lot of bad football, especially in like November, December.
Well, that's what the red zone's for.
Yeah.
That's what NFL red zone's for, Jake.
That's true, but I struggle with NFL Red Zone too.
Watch the best of the bad games.
I'm more exactly who wants the best of the bad games. That's why I'm more of a Sunday ticket guy. Watch
That's
good football.
That's a fair point, honestly.
I watch more good football with Sunday ticket.
Hey, man, you want to see some good football? Watch Temple Owls every Saturday. E.J. Warner.
Watch the Temple. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, CJ. You got me there. Here's 3rd and 4.
That is some premier football. Rolling out to his left. Looking, firing, corner of the end zone. Incomplete,
caught?
out of
No.
bounds.
Did not get the foot down. So you would imagine they would try and kick a field goal here?
It makes sense.
I would imagine, yeah. Try and cut this lead down, get a quick onside.
I would, yeah, field goal.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
This makes
Honestly,
sense to
probably
me.
should have gone for. Actually, no, disagree. Yeah, you should have gone for the touchdown. Yeah, now go for the field goal. I like this call. Good call. Got to give a big shout out to my mother for getting me NFL Red Zone on FiOS. Obviously, doesn't come with it anymore.
That's true. 4th and 4.
Kick is up and sliced, but I believe it's good. Yes.
17-10.
So, field goal right there. Looks like a golf shot from Jake Levine as it's sliced right into the net.
A golf shot from me. At least I hit it far enough. I think CJ's golf shots might barely make it to the fairway.
Yeah, the one time Jake actually ever played golf with me, I had a fully torn labrum. So it was a little hard.
I'd love to play.
It was
again,
a little
CJ.
hard to hit the ball.
I'd love to play again and see how CJ gets it to the fairway this time.
Well, you know, considering I can no longer throw a baseball, I have gone to the range one time and, well, It was as ugly as a Denver defense.
You know what? At least he's self-aware enough to know what he shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, that's fair. You know who shouldn't be doing stuff? Vance Joseph calling defense.
Yeah, Vance Joseph should not be employed. Vance Joseph is the Matt Canada of defense. The fact Vance Joseph was a head coach for multiple seasons in the NFL.
He is a leader of men.
CJ referencing the awkward ESPN interview from his first NFL game as a head coach, I believe.
That's exactly right.
Also happened to be the Chargers' first game back in LA, which was awkward enough on its own.
Vance Joseph,
That was a weird Monday Night Football
a
game.
leader of men.
I was talking to
Who
Coach.
cares how good he can coach? He can lead some men.
Here's the
As the
onside
onside kick is fielded up by Upper Dublin. We get a hug there and a snuggle at the end as Upper Dublin retains the football, of course, out of camera
Oddly,
shot.
that's like the fourth weirdest thing you've said on the air tonight.
Okay, was it not?
Like,
Okay, give me a better way to explain what it was there at the end. Upper Dublin clearly retains the football. Then a fellow Upper Dublin player slides in, wraps his arms around the back of a player, and starts laying down with him. What is it? Give me a better. No, you trashed me, Jake. Give me a better way to describe it to the viewers. Come on, go. Do it.
Cardinals recover the onside kick.
All right. This is why you're a color guy and not the play-by-play, because that was plain.
Yeah.
It got to the point, but you can't say that as it's live describing action. Final kneel down there by the Cardinals. They're going to win the game.
We ended on a hug and a snuggle.
We ended on a hug and a
We
snuggle.
talked golf. We had CJ apologize a couple times. What a weird night. Back in this building.
But guess what?
We always have fun in this building, don't we, CJ?
A win's a win.
We have fun in this building.
We have fun here.
Upper Dublin wins 17-10. Hard-fought football game.
Jake, I always take it away. You want to do the whole Jason Trandish, John Squarey deal?
Hard-fought football game. Upper Dublin wins it by 7, 17-10 on the road. They improve to 5-2. The Golden Hawks of Council Rock South fall to 5-2 in the Continental Conference. Pick up their first conference loss of the season. To all of you watching, Jason Trandish, John Squarey, thank you for everyone who made this possible. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you all next week, hopefully with the new setup. Hopefully. And Upper